Okay, for flowchart task 3, experiment A, 1, start, LED A turns, and then delay 2 seconds, and then LED B turns, and then delay 2 seconds, LED C turns, delay 2 seconds, and then LED A, B, and C turn off, and then delay 2 seconds, and then back to repeat. Okay, first we find Arduino Uno and place it. Second, we need resistor, 3 resistor. Then we need yellow LED, 3 yellow LED. And then ground. And then we connect to the Arduino, R1 to 13, R2 to 12, R3 to 11. And I changed D3 to D1 and D1 to D3 because I mistake to put in. And then resistor is 202 ohm. And then for Arduino coding, put pin mode 13 to 12 and 11 as output, and then digital write. For first, 13 is high, 12 is low, and 11 is low. And then second, after delay, digital write 13 is high, digital write 12 high, and digital write 11 low. And then third, all high. And lastly, after 2 seconds, all LED low because to turn off. And then we compile and save. Okay, after finish, we need to copy link at the bottom and put to Arduino and then play. Okay, settle.
For flowchart. Okay. Flowchart for experiment A. Start, LED A turn, delay 2 seconds, LED A off, LED B on, delay 2 seconds, LED B off, LED C on, delay 2 seconds, LED C off, and delay 2 seconds, this cycle will repeat. So here we go to Proteus, search for Arduino Uno, paste, and we need resistor, 3 resistor, and LED yellow. So we connect all 3 resistors to LED and to Arduino. Okay, we are done for schematic. So for coding, for coding we need to copy from example, link, as our basic coding, and then since we have 3 LED, we need to declare another 2 Okay, this cycle start from LED A become high. After 2 seconds, LED A become low. Okay, LED A become high. After 2 seconds, LED A become low. And LED B become high. After 2 seconds, LED B become low. And LED C become high. After 2 seconds, LED C become low. And after 2 seconds, this loop will cycle again. So we run this and copy head file and paste to our Arduino. Okay, we see LED A high after 2 seconds, LED A low, LED B high after 2 seconds, LED B low and LED C high after 2 seconds. This loop will recycle again.
Okay, first we find Arduino Uno in place, and then we need 7 resistor. And then we change resistor to 202 ohm, every resistor R1 to R7, and then we put yellow LED. We need 7 yellow LED, and then we put ground, 7 ground, and then we connect to Arduino. R1 to 13, R2 to 12, R3 to 11, R4 to 10, R5 to 9, R6 to 8, and R7 to 7. And then we put button and connect to Arduino and 2, and then we put ground, and then we connect to resistor, and then we put power. Okay, for flowchart task 5, we will start, and then button press, and then delay 2 seconds, LED A turns on, and after 2 seconds, LED B turns on, and after 2 seconds, LED C turns on, after 2 seconds, LED D turns on, after 2 seconds, LED F turns on, and after 2 seconds, LED LED E, F, delay 2 seconds, and then LED G turns on. Okay, and back to start. Okay, for coding to task 5, Firstly, we copy from example button and then place it. Then we need 7 LED pin. LED pin 1 13, LED pin 2 12, LED pin 3 11, LED pin 4 10, LED pin 5 9, LED pin 6 8, LED pin 7 7. Then we put LED pin as LED pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 5, 6 and 7 as output. And then for if button state is high, is low, okay, LED pin high, LED pin 1 until 7 high, and then between them we put delay 2 seconds. And then else we put LED pin LED pin too low, then we compile and save. And then we copy link at the bottom and then put the Arduino in place, and then we play. We push button and release button will turns on after 2 seconds. Every button and this LED turns on. Okay.
Okay, for question B2, the project begin with start. If the button is pressed, LED will be turned on. If there is no blinking and any LED, so LED will be turned on, delay for 2 seconds. If the button still pressed, LED will be off and LED B will turn it on. If there is no, LED will pause, which is still on, and delay for 2 seconds. If they press, the charge will flow until LED G turn on. If the button still press, yes, means the circle will go back to LED A turning on, and the flow will be recycled until LED G. Okay, for coding, as usual, copy from the example as our basic coding and paste here. So before word setup, we have to declare all constant that we use. Okay, for void setup, first, since we have 7 output, so we're gonna add, just call LED pin, and also can call 13, but since we already declare the name, we can call LED pin output, and the rest. And we have one input, which is button pin as our input. Okay, done. For void loop, first we have to declare button state equal to digital read button pin. So since the question have condition, so we use if statement. Button state equal to low, which is press. The condition is digital write LED1 equal to high, delay for 2 seconds. After that, delay for 2 seconds, and pause 1. I will explain the loop pause. This loop for if the button is equal to high, there will be pause here. I will explain this later. After pause, LED 1 become low. So continue for the next LED. Just copy this statement and change the name. And I just copy the statement and change the name. Okay, we are done for if the button state is low. So, else, if the button is high, the LED will be low. Okay, for loop pause, I create the loop void pause 1. So first we have to declare again button state equal to digital read button pin. Okay. So while button state is equal to high, so the LED will become high. But while the button state is equal low, this loop will break and continue the next. Okay, so just do this loop for next LED, but don't forget to change the name, pause number 2, LED number 2. Okay, so let's run. Okay, and then copy this head file and paste to the Arduino. Okay, we can see if the button is low, the LED is blinking from LED 1 until LED 7. But if the button is high, see, the LED is paused at its current state. But when we press again, it continues blinking.